Michael, what's the problem?
Kyle, I cannot see what's on the computer.
Man, with all the games you've been to, you should know this by now. You gotta give him one of these.
I should have known that. And it works.
Why wouldn't the NBA, if a young man stays more than 2 years, take a year off his rookie contract? So now instead of having 4 years, he's got 3 years. So if you're in that cohort of 25 players coming in, you get the insurance, the loan, and you stay more than 3 years, or 2 years, your contract is minus a year. It's only 3. You get to your bigger contract quicker.
And that's right, Tamika. It's not quite Houston, but I think we've got something even better here inside of Crossroads in Oakley. The Super Bowl of preaching. It's one of the biggest events that they have each year, the 14th year in a row they've been doing it. And it's taking what's traditionally not a very popular Sunday to go to church, in all honesty, and making it one of their biggest events. So joining me now is Pastor Chuck Mingo. Chuck, thank you so much for joining us here this morning. I see you have on the right colors, got on these Falcons colors.
Representing the ATL, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So tell me a little bit about how this whole thing works for people who aren't familiar with the Super Bowl of preaching.
Yeah, absolutely. So what we realized is the Super Bowl weekend at church was the lowest attended weekend, and we said, what can we do to make this the highest attended weekend?
Bring it in for the coin toss. Want a good, clean game? Brian, as home team, you will call the coin in the air. This is the coin. This side is heads. This side is No, this side is heads. This one is, we'll just call it when it lands. Call it in the air.
Tails! What I be kicking?
Yeah, let's just go with tails. Would you like to kick or receive the Bible?
I will receive.
Tom wins the toss, chooses to receive the Bible. Patterson back with the kick.
Oh my goodness!
There's never any doubts in my mind because I'm the best in the world. Even though a lot of you don't like to hear it, it's fact. I'm the best.
That one right there made me the greatest player of all time.
For so many reasons.
I was like, that one right there made you the greatest player of all time.
You know what I mean? Sometimes I don't want to believe it myself, but it's the truth. I'm the best.
We started with politics and, all the people who want to be president, it seems, are out in Iowa these days. You actually know one of them, the guy who is leading right now, Donald Trump. You know him from the golf course.
Play golf with him every once in a while, yeah.
How'd that
go? It's golf. You don't even talk about politics. You don't talk about rock and roll or anything like that. We have a strange thing that golf in the morning, rock and roll at night, and the two never meet.
That's true.
The two, but I've actually played with Gerald Ford, people like that, and you never talk about politics.
Who was the most honest golfer?
I don't think there is one. I don't think there is one alive.
But you are a heck of a golfer, and you do have a passion for the sport. And when you play with the owner of the golf course, you always replace your divots, okay? And you definitely rake your...
I do a lot of study, a lot of Bible study, things like that. But I think people have the wrong concept of Christians. I think they think Christians sit around all the time just, we like to rock and roll.
For he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed. For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
Christians sit around all the time just, we like to rock and roll.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good.
How is everything?
Everything's really good.
Hi, how are you? Hi, nice to meet you. How are you? Oh, don't cry. How are you? Oh, don't cry.
There's the Young Make-A-Wish Foundation youngster C.J. Smith getting his picture taken and some sneakers from last year's MVP, James Harden.
And so, man, I don't want to preach, but I'm going to say it again. Just open your heart. Don't close it off, man. You don't got to become like all the religious people that you don't like.
But I think, people have the wrong concept of Christians. I think they think Christians sit around all the time just, oh.
I didn't. I'm just myself. And hopefully Kanye too will, one of the biggest things is that religious spirit, that religious thing. And so hopefully Kanye will stay away from religion and really meet Jesus.
The coming of the lawless one is according to the working of Satan, with all power, signs, and lying wonders, and with all unrighteous deception among those who perish, because they did not receive the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this reason God will send them strong delusion, that they should believe the lie, that they all may be condemned who did not believe the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness.